guys, it's Shipwreck here to do another quick video review. And this week we are looking at a new WiiWare game called Bit-Trip Core. And some of you might be familiar with the previous game in this series, Bit-Trip Beat, also made by Gaijin Games and published by Axis. And if you're not familiar with the series, they are kind of a mix-up of music style games with old 8-bit style graphics. So the original Bit-Trip Beat was a kind of a modernization of Pong, where you would actually rotate the Wiimote back and forth to get the paddle to move up and down on the screen. Now, Bit-Trip Core, it's kind of a takeoff on the same thing, but it's not Pong. I know it's based on another old arcade game, old 80s game, but I've never played that game before, so I can't even reference it. So we're just going to take a look at the game, and I can kind of explain it as we're going along. Okay guys, so this is the main title screen of Bit-Trip Core. And as you can see, there's something called Discovery, there's something called Exploration, and you have your high score and your credits. Now, there's actually another level over here to the right that I haven't opened up yet, but Discovery and Exploration are the first two levels. And if you can see, there's a white line that goes out when I press either left, right, up, and down on the D-pad. And that's important for the gameplay we'll get to here in a second. But for now, I'm going to pick Exploration, the second level. And it's going to go to a little cutscene here with this little alien guy and his friends. This is about as much of a storyline as there is to this game. They like to kind of shoot off on rainbows, and then they like to come back down, and then they like to shoot off on rainbows. That's it. So here's the main screen. We are this cross in the middle, and by pointing to the right here, I'm going to hit the 2 button when these little streaks are intercrossing that line. And that's how you create the beats in the game, much like any other music game. And this part kind of reminds me of Missile Command a little bit, with the things flying in from the sides and angles. But there's all kinds of different little pixels that come on, like those did a little like ping pong ball type thing. And as you get combos and keep on getting your streak alive, the backgrounds and the music will kind of ramp up to be a little bit more difficult and a little faster paced. But, so right now, there, I just hit the top. This is like the top level. So I'll stay at this for as long as I can, but no promises here. Yeah, like I said. So the actual songs themselves, or the levels themselves, they stay the same every time. So it's a lot of memorization of patterns and getting familiar with what the different blocks are going to do. Wow, I'm not playing so hot right now, but we'll see how this goes. Like I said, I've never beaten this level before, so I do not expect myself to do it while I am talking at the same time. So that was the first stage of the first, or second level that we're playing there. So as you see, there's different little pixels that come in. And the nice thing about this game is there's actually co-op now. So if Mrs. Shipwreck were to pick up a second controller, we could actually split the duties. So she could use or take care of the left and right ones, and I could take care of up and down, or any combination of those type of things. And each level takes about somewhere between 6 to 10 minutes to finish. So it's a relatively short game if you are good enough at it, but it's very old school. You're going to try to get your high scores and stuff like that. I was doing so well there. Now that little white fuzzy thing that went across there, that adds even more challenge if you hit that, because it changes the axis that you are. So up becomes like right and down becomes left and everything like that, and that just confuses me even more. Now if you see in the upper right corner, there's also a bomb. So if you press the 1 button, it will clear all the current pixels off the screen. And I'll try to do that here in a second when things start getting a little hairy. Also, you probably won't see it in this review, but at the end of each level there are boss battles. This is where I historically die pretty soon here. Once these exploding things come in. Oh, it's going very badly. Now, this is the lowest graphical setting. You can even see there's a little vertical scroll bar and everything on it. If I do well enough here, I'll get back out to the color, but that did not work well. So that is the game over screen. So as far as giving this game a review score, I would rate this a very good on the CAG scale. And it's currently selling for $6 as downloadable on the Wii, and I think it's worth every penny of that, so I would recommend buying for $6. And I'd also recommend checking out Bit Trip Beat as well. I think that both of them kind of complement each other well, and they're both very good games. So guys, that is Bit Trip Core, and I hope you enjoyed it.